Welcome back to beautiful Chicago. Dan Leach here with you at Benzinga's Cannabis Capital Conference, and really pleased to be joined by Jordan Seufer, Director of Business Development at ClearingGateway. Good to see you. How's the vibe been for you so far?
I gotta say, it's been an amazing conference. I've been to a couple, and this one's definitely up there. There's a lot of great, areas that offer different things. We have the exhibits, we have the different rooms, we have the speaking slots. So it's all great, and it's all a great array of value for the companies and for me and for the people here.
It is a lot of great synergy. Let's talk about ClearingGateway. Let the people know exactly what you guys do. And I know there's some really very exciting things you guys are focusing on. We'll get to in a minute as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just get in a little bit about ClearingGateway. And essentially, we recognize that there are a lot of problems in the cannabis industry right now, a lot of headwinds we're facing. And let's just say benefit plans for employees are probably not the top of the list,
right,
but they are very important because employee retention is very important. And you'll look at many studies done by companies like the likes of Gallup, and benefits and overall compensation from employers and the amount of recognition and satisfaction employees receive from their employers is very much related to that level of compensation. And so if they're not getting the compensation they want, then they are going to be essentially dissatisfied, and you may see higher employee turnover. So what we do is we just help the benefit providers that give benefit plans to all of their industries do that to the cannabis industry.
Yeah, it's such an important, I would say, not just overall positive thing for the industry, but if you're working on trying to retain employees, and it's been an issue, to do it the way you guys are looking at it from this kind of macro view to make sure that it works, I think is extremely important for this industry.
Yeah, it is very important because cannabis does see a very high turnover rate. And, every company has their secret sauce, as they say, what makes them unique and how they built their business. And the unique part about that is that, if you bring on these employees and they do an amazing job and whatnot, but they don't feel like they're being financially recognized, right, taken care of, and another company in another industry or place is offering better benefits, they're going to leave, and that secret sauce is going with them.
Sure.
So it's something to think about. Just want to throw two things out there. Employee retention is so important for these two reasons. One, it could cost up to 2 times an employee's salary, when they leave. And in addition to that, you're going to see a lot of lack of profitability and productivity from your team when you see a high turnover rate.
Yeah, it changes everything.
Yeah.
And on that 401k, benefit side, when it comes to where we're at in this industry, and obviously there's definitely a long way to go, but there's some positive things that are happening, could happen, in the next several months here. Why do you feel like that's such an important thing where I don't think there should be so many pitfalls to begin with when it comes to these 401k plans? Do you see the path getting less resistant, or is it going to take some more time?
I see the path getting less resistant. I see it also going to take some time for this to become more mainstream,
right,
more available to everybody, because we know there's a gross margin, clinch. 280 and other headwinds in the industry make cash flow problem, and so they're not necessarily focusing on providing benefits to employees. They need to actually have the cash to even just run their business. So I think that overall you're going to see more and more over time, but in the short run, the larger companies that are definitely focused on retention and building their business and making it sustainable and making them, a force to be reckoned with in the industry, I think it's incredibly important. And I think they want to think about retention programs because, let's be real, any seasoned professional, any seasoned CFO from any other industry keeps retention forefront.
Right.
They know how important it is. And, a lot of these seasoned professionals are coming to the cannabis industry, and that's going to be top of mind for them. And so we want them to know that we power it and we can provide them the solutions.
I love it. And a happy employee is a productive employee, and it's good for everybody.
It's good for everyone.
Jordan, let's talk about, specifically when you look at what you guys are doing at ClearingGateway in 2025, 2026. What are the focuses for you guys the next couple of years?
We'll say, the short-term outlook is that we're trying to get more benefit providers working with us, because they essentially have all the clients, they have a lot of the outreach, and we want to make sure that we can access and provide this value to as many companies as possible. So we definitely want to get in front of more benefit providers and help them open up new markets in their business. And then also, in turn, that'll benefit all cannabis companies in the space. Longer term, I think, we're going to stay close to the regulation. And obviously, as things pass, at like rescheduling and potentially the Safe Banking Act and whatnot, this will only help provide these services at a better cost and more efficiently to these companies. And so over time, we will kind of just ride that wave and continue to make things more efficient, more affordable, and essentially help scale this industry, because we all want it to be successful.
I love it. You're getting me fired up, man.
Yeah,
Jordan Surford, the Director of Business Development at ClearingGateway. It's great to talk with you and keep up all the great work, and I know there's a lot of good times ahead for us.
Absolutely, man. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.